Okay, good afternoon to all the students. 70 students are concerned. Okay, now we have to start it. Today's topic. So, am I audible or not? Anyone respond, please? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. Screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
So, today, so far we have discussed our intensity transformation and spatial filtering. In that, some transformation functions and histogram process. Transformation function and histogram process both are over. And the next topic is filtering. Okay, our second unit, first part is two parts, that is intensity transformation functions and spatial filtering. Okay, so we have completed our transformation functions and some histogram process in that. So the second part is spatial filtering. So already I told you the basic difference between spatial filtering and what is that, frequency domain filtering. So in spatial filtering, we are uh, performing the filtering operations directly, but in the case of frequency domain operation, frequency domain, we have to convert first the image from spatial domain to frequency domain, then only we are operating filtering operations. That is the basic difference. Okay, in spatial filtering, there are basic two operations are there: uh, image smoothing and image sharpening. There are two types of filters are designed: image smoothing filters, image sharpening filters. Okay, so uh, here I am showing here that the smoothing filters are used for blurring and for noise reduction. So as like a sharpening means to sharpening the image, we use some type of filters. Later on we can see. But first we have to see the smoothing filters. Okay, smoothing filters are generally used for blur the image and also for noise reduction. If there is a Gaussian noise, pepper noise, soft noise, there are different types of noises are there. While capturing your image, definitely there are some noises also added in your image. So those are eliminated by our filtering techniques, either spatial filtering or frequency domain. Okay, now we are in spatial domain. So in that spatial domain, smoothing filters are first we have to discussed. So smoothing filters generally used for blurring and for noise reduction. Okay, and what is first of all blurring? Blurring is also generally used to remove of small details or otherwise bridging of small gaps in lines or curves. Sometimes if your image is damaged, that means there are some scratches are there in your image. If you want to fill that gaps, on that means there are some lines or curves are missing in our image. If you want to fill that gaps, in that case we are using one type of filter that is called as smoothing filters. So with the help of smoothing, we can blur the image. So that means blurring means we are extending, we are extending our intensity level to the from one point to another point to merge the your image and to fill the gaps. Okay. Next, smoothing spatial filters generally further divide as linear filters and non-linear filters. Okay. So in spatial filtering, there are two types: smoothing filters, sharpening filters. Sharpening filters you can see later. Later on you can see. But first, smoothing filters. General smoothing filters are used for blurring the image and also noise reduction. Blurring, what is the use of blurring? Blurring in image processing is generally for removal of small details, either removal or bridging. Whatever you can do, both can be done, and depends upon your requirement. We can remove or bridge the small gaps or lines in the curves. So smoothing filters are again further divides as the two types: linear filters and non-linear filters. Okay, now first we have to check what are the linear filters. So our linear filters are the general implementation of for the filtering an MN image with a weighted averaging filter of size MN. So here capital MN is for input image, original image. Small mn is for our window. Of course, capital G of small g of xy, small g of xy is also output image with the number of pixels, capital mn values. Okay, and the formula is given by sigma s equal to minus a to small a, t equals to minus b to small b, and this is a window, and this is my input image, and this is weight. This is called as weighted mask. So here small m and small n values are definitely depends upon. And remember, g of xy is indicating one dot. Similarly, f of xy is indicating one dot. So if you perform this operation entire the image, you will get total image of g of xy. So that is the meaning. Don't confuse. Actually, g of xy is indicating the coordinate of output pixel after process of input pixel. What is input pixel value? F of x comma y. What is output pixel value? G of x comma y. Similarly, what is the coordinate of your mask? W of s comma t. W of s comma t. So if you process the f of x comma y or filtering out the f of x comma y with the w of st, you will get g of x comma. So if you know a value and b value, that means a value and b value, we can decide what is the mask value or mask range, mn. So your m values depends upon 2a plus 1 and n values depends upon 2b plus 1. So here a for rows, b for columns, of course. Okay, by knowing these parameters, we can decide what is the size of mask we can use to perform the spatial, to perform the that is linear operation, linear filtering operation for smoothing. Remember, here in spatial filtering, that too smoothing filtering. In that smoothing filtering, there are two types: linear filtering and non-linear. Now we are in linear. The general formula for linear filtering is g of x comma y equals to sigma s equals to minus a plus a and sigma t equals to minus b to b, and window into your input image divided by your window. Next, here I am proposing there are two types of masks with weighted average weighting. So here 1 by 9 is my weight. 1 by 9 is my weight into for suppose here this weight, this denominator indicating weight, and remaining is your input pixel values, of course, mask values. Here like that, I am proposing one mask. There are two types of mask. In this mask, if we add all these, it is equals to 9. So 1 by 9 into all pixel values are equal to 1. Sorry, all weights of your mask are equal to 1. Similarly, another one, 1 by 16 into your mask values are like this. I am proposing like this. So your center value is 4, diagonals are 2, and remaining all 1. So if you add all these, you will get the average. You will get the total value is 16. So 1 by 16 into L. So here two smoothing filters or averaging filters. So the smoothing filters are also called as averaging filters, since we are taking average of the pixel values over a mask. So that is the reason. So this indicates your summation value. So nothing but in the first one, the constant multiplies front of each mask polynomial is equals to 1 and divided by the sum of all the values of its coefficients. So this is the process to propose the depends upon our requirement forming a mask. Next, so my example, I am taking here one original image with 500 into 500 pixel values and B to F. So B, C, D, E, F. All are showing how the image can be that means smoothed or blurred. Depends upon your the block sizes requests. So you are changing your mask values. So or you are changing your percentage of levels from one point to another point. How the image can be blurred or smoothed from one mask to another mask. So B is somewhat blurred, C is another further blurring, D is further blurring, and like this. The last one is it's very Clear? When compare with the first one and last one, these images can be blurred or smoothed by using the previous masks. Next, another one. So here I am taking another example. So my image is 520 into 485 pixels from the Hubble Space Telescope. Here image is filtered with a 15 into 15 averaging mask. So if you want to filter out noise around, so already I told you the mask is used for the two purposes. One is blurring, another one is removal of noise. So this is example of blurring. This is application of blurring. Blurring is over. So blurring is performed by our normal averaging filters or smoothing filters, or that to linear filter. The same filter is generally used for the removing of noise. That removing is, and here the first one is blurred. After blurring, we perform another operation is thresholding operation. What is thresholding operation? The white part is becomes more white, and remaining is the more white is become more white. Remaining all are becomes more black. So then if you observe, this is original image. Second one is filtered with a 15 into 15 averaging mask. Okay, and the third one is result of thresholding. Thresholding means only there are two levels, black, white. So this is my galaxy, which is from Hubble telescope, and in this I'm not able to clear identification for the major parts. So for that I am removing the noise using the mask 15 into 15 averaging mask. That is your linear mask like previous one. Okay, and you will get the threshold, you will get the original final output image will be like this. Here there is a very clarity. So these are the galaxy values. Of course, we are identifying these are the high these dots are white, dots becomes more white, remaining entire part is black. So then from this we can easily, that means it is also called as enhancement. So this is another part of enhancement for using spatial filtering. Okay, so blurring is over and spatial filtering. Blurring is over and spatial filtering is also, of course, to remove the noise. To remove the noise is also over. Both blurring application and rule number 5. Okay, thank you. So next, so after linear, what is the next one? Next type, non-linear. Generally, non-linear filters are examples are median filter, max filter, min filter. Here, simple in median filter, the in filtering process, each pixel value is replaced with the center of your or averaging of your filter value. Okay, in median filter, each pixel value is modified with this filter center value. That is called as median filter. Max filter, so in this determine the maximum value over a mask, and that value is assigned to particular pixel value. Similarly, minimum value in this also determine the minimum value of intensity value of the pixel value over a mask on image, and that value is assigned to the particular pixel value. So simply again I am telling you, while filtering operation or normal masking operation, first place the my mask on an image over a part. So in that part, calculate the either average value, either intensity value, either histogram, whatever you. After calculation, we have to assign a particular pixel value. That is called as filtering or histogram, whatever it is. So median filter, max filter, minimum filter. The name itself indicating in filtering operation, the center pixel of mask is assigned to the particular pixel value. Similarly, max filter, the name itself indicating the maximum value of a filter quotient over a mask is assigned to your pixel value of image. Similarly, minimum, the name itself indicating minimum value can be assigned to your pixel value. Like this, there are three types of non-linear filtering masks are there, but we are forming a these nonlinear filter based on your ranking access. So based on your ranking or ordering the pixel values contained in the filter mask, we can form three types of filters. And while performing the filter, just replace the value of the center pixel with the value of the determined by the ranking result. So here medium rank, maximum rank, minimum rank, like this. So we are having three types of nonlinear filters. We can just there are textbooks, there are three masks are there, so just go through yourself. Like the mask will be like this, same as like this. So now we have to check how the enhancement will be happen with the help of your that means this is also noise reduction application by using nonlinear filter. Here I am using my nonlinear filter is max filter generally. Here my X-ray image A is X-ray of circuit board corrected by salt and pepper noise. So I captured one image from my normal camera. Our board, what is our board? Circuit board. So in the circuit board, when I took one image, and that includes salt and pepper noise, and the image will be the first one, A. So first of all, remove the noise reduction with a 3x3 average mask. So by using linear image, by using linear filtering, that is what is linear filtering? Normal mask. The image will be like this, but it is not with that clarity, with that much of clarity. So in that case, I am using another filter. What is that filter? Non-linear filter or statistics, order statistics filter. Non-linear filters are also called as order statistics filters. So if you perform, that is noise reduction with a 3x3 median filter. 3x3 median filter. Of course, the mask will be same as like that, but values are centered. Values are changed in your median filter. Check it yourself. Okay. So if you perform the noise reduction operation with the help of 3x3 median filter, this the image will be like this. So definitely this is more clarity or more clear than your image B, but image B is obtained by filtering with normal linear filters, but it is not fit for this application. It is some, I think it is some still there is some another noise, and it is may not be able to remove the entire image, entire noise. So when compared with A and C, C is more clarity and without noise, but A is contaminated with salt and pepper noise. That will be removed by with your 3x3 median filters. So like this, use the another filter is, what is that? Median filter. What is next? Max filter and minimum filter. Whatever it is, depends upon your application. You can use that filter technique, and the image will be definitely enhanced. Next, the next topic is sharpening. So sharpening the spatial filters. Sharpening the spatial filters, having the concepts, 4 concepts. There is let us foundation, that means to form the mathematical operations, and Laplacian operator, and unsharp the masking and high boost filtering, and use the first order derivatives for nonlinear image sharpening. So these are the 4 topics we have to discuss. Okay, my first order derivative. What is my first order derivative of a one-dimensional function? So if you take, if there is a one signal f of x, and the first order derivative is given by the partial differentiation dou f by dou x equals to f of x plus 1 minus f of x, and the same the second order for this. So that means second derivation, dou square f by dou x square, simply f of x plus 1 plus f of x minus 1 minus 2 into f of x. And the second order isotropic derivative operator, instead of signal, here I am taking one image, f of x comma y is my image. So in that case, how the that is modified with del square f. So previously we are using dou square f by dou x square, that is for signal, but if image we use the del square f equals to dou square f by dou x square plus dou square f by dou y square. Here there are, this is the second derivative for x, the x coordinate, and this is second derivative for y coordinate. If you combine these two, you will get the differentiation, that is second order derivative of an image f of x comma y. So here the differentiation dou square f by dou x square, that is differentiation with respect to x is given by f of x plus 1 comma y plus f of x minus 1 comma y minus 2 into fx. Similarly, with respect to y, you will get the expression like this: f of x comma y plus 1 plus f of x comma y minus 1 minus 2 into fx. So with this, if you combine these two, the expression will be like this, that is the coordinate value, the coefficient values will be modified as like this. So based on your changing values, of either coordinates x or y, we can form the four masks, sharpening masks. So filter, first one A, filter mask used to implement equation 3.66 like this, the previous one. This is called as 3.361 in your textbook. Okay, B is your second B, A, B. So the first one is directly implemented. If you observe here, f of x comma x plus 1 comma y. So x for x coordinate 1, y coordinate is 0. Like this, f of x minus 1. So if you place 4 zeros and center pixel is minus 1 and remaining all diagonals 1. So just simply your expression in matrix form. Okay. Now second pixel, second image, second mask. This mask is used to implement an extension of this equation that includes the diagonal terms also. So if you extend this, that means these zeros are also equal to 1 and also extends, that is double. So this minus 4 is replaced with minus 8 and remaining also 1. This is the called as extension of this mask, first mask. And CN2 or another version, that means 4 zeros are remain same, but your 1 values are changed with minus 1. Similarly, D is 8 is reversed with minus 1, minus is replaced with 8, remaining all minus 1. So depends upon your requirement, we can change the quotients values of your mask and operate the operation like this. So we can form, there are 4 filter masks: filter 1, filter 2, filter 3, filter 4. This is having different quotients, this is having different quotients, this is having different quotient, this is having also different quotients. Okay, and image sharpening is in the way of using a Laplacian. So now we have to form output image. How we are performing image sharpening? That is the combination by adding a sum of your input image with constant of your mask. So here image sharpening is in the way of using the Laplacian. G of x comma y is equals to f of x plus x comma y plus c into del square of f of x comma y. Already I told you what is f of x comma y, my input image. What is g of x comma y, output image. And here c is a minus 1 if del square f is corresponding to 3.37 ART. That means if you use these two masks, A and B, then you use c equals to minus 1. Or otherwise, remaining two. What are the remaining two? The remaining two are C and D. If you use these two masks, your C value can be equals to 1. So if you use first two masks, C value equals to minus 1. If you use next to 1, the C value can be equals to 1. If either of the two filters can be used, you can use C equals to 1. So depends upon your mask is used, your C value is also changed in this expression. This is called as sharpening formation. So here I am using my that means the sharpening operation with the help of my mask. Here I am taking one blurred image. So blurred image means generally sharpening is used for the blurred image. Remember? So previously we have operated on normal image, blurring operation, filtering operation. Sometimes we need to sharpen the already there is a blurred image. So if you have any blurred image or while taking your picture, if it is blurred, what happens? Definitely we have to sharpen by using already in our normal mobile applications also there. So when you captured an image, if it is not sharpened, then definitely you can sharpen the image by using some good doodle operations in your camera. That means in our image processing in our while sending images in your WhatsApp also, we are first of all by modifying the image or shortening the image. So in that case, we generally are using this type of filters. Okay. So if you take my figure A is here 5 images. Figure A. This is my image with blurred, and second one B is Laplacian without scaling. So here we have applied Laplacian, that is this operation, but without scaling. So here I am not using scale. C equals to 0. Suppose nothing we are using C. So second one, Laplacian with scaling C. If you use some scaling, this is the Laplacian. Next, image D. Image shortened using the mask in figure 3.37a. That means A. If you use this mask, that is what is mask value? 0, 1, 0, 1 minus 4, 1, 0, 1, 0. If you use this first A mask on this B, okay, then what happens? Laplacian with scaling. Next, D. Image sharpened using image mask with A, and E is results of using the mask in figure B. So A and B. So C is Laplacian with scaling. Initially my original image is blurred, but I operated Laplacian without scaling, and here I am using scaling, either C equals to 1 or C equal to minus 1. After that, if you use the two masks, mask A and mask B. What is mask A? What is mask A? Image sharpened using mask A. There are first two masks. So if you use this mask A, the image will be your A, B, C, D. If you use second mask, what is second mask? All ones, center is minus 1. So your image will be extends for further filtering. So here we are using the type of filter is, what is the type of filter? Sharpening filter. That too Laplacian filter. Okay. Unsharpening mask. Unsharpening masking. So sometimes it is necessary to unsharpen. So sharpen images consist of, generally sharpen images consist of subtracting an unsharp image. So generally in printing and publishing industry, we are using this type of feature, unsharp masking. So how we are remove the masking? So the first step is blur the original image. First blur the original image. After that, subtract the blurred image from the original image and add the mask to the original. So what is the process? There is a original image and that image will be first blurred. So for blurring operation, what is the general filter is used? Normal linear filter. If you operate or if you perform linear filter on the normal image, definitely the image can be blurred. So after blurring, what is the unsharpening mask? Subtract the blurred image and add the mask value. Then it is called as very clear and enhanced. So unsharp masking. This process is called as unsharp masking. So unsharp masking and high boost filtering. So for unsharp masking and high boost filtering, we are using some type of expression G mask of x comma y equals to f of x minus y and f bar of x minus y. Simply here f of x comma y is your input image and this is your blurred image. Okay. After that, then add a weighted portion of the mask back to the original. So here after subtract, your mask will be that is called as g of mask only. But what is our original output image? G of x comma y is actually, it is a combination or the sum of after blurred or removing of the blurred image from the original plus what is this? Just this is added to your original image. So what is the procedure? First blur the image, subtract the blurred image from the original image and add the mask to the original. So the same is happened here mathematically, but so this is my removing of blurred image from original image. Of course, this is blurred image and this is original image, and removing these two you will get another mask. So another image. But what is our actual requirement? This is added with your original. This is added with your, here CK is simply your weighted. So we are adding weights to the coefficients. That is the only difference. And G of mask x comma y is your, what is G mask of x comma y? Simply in this case we are removing the blurred image of original image and simply this added to your original image, and you will get, that is unsharp masking. So unsharp masking is generally used in printing industry and publishing industry. Okay, and where k is definitely must be greater than 1, and the process is referred to as high boost filtering. Here we are, if you use a k value is more value, then it is called as high boosting value, high boosting filtering. So here I am showing original signal, blurred signal, unsharp masking, and sharpened signal. So actually this is my original signal. After blurring means there is a, actually this is a threshold, clear sharpening. Actually this is sharpening already. But blurred, if you blur the image, the line will be blurred. And unsharp mask, that means if you subtract these two, the maybe unsharp mask like this, and sharpened signal. The last one is unsharp and sharpened. So if sharpened means again as like your first one. You observe first one. First and last one both are approximately equal, but after sharpening, unsharp mask and sharpened mask. So if you add these two, you will get like this. Next, unsharp masking and high boosting filtering. Another example is there. In this another example, here signal one dimensional. Here I am taking one dimensional, but here image. So what is image? Here I am taking one text image DIP-XE. So in this DIP-XE, what is this original image? A is original image and B is result of blurring with a Gaussian filter. Blurring with a Gaussian filter. But Gaussian filter is nothing but your linear filters. Okay, and C is, what is your C? Unsharp mask. That means unsharp mask means both this image is this second image is subtracted from first image, and the image will be like this. That is called as unsharp mask. Then what is D? Result of using unsharp masking. Okay, unsharp masking. If you remove this from the original image, this is called as unsharp masking. And last one is result of using high boost. So what is high boost? This, for this image we are adding on quotient, that is weighted values, k value. If you add k values, this is called as a result of high boost filtering. So first one is original image, second one is blurring. After blurring, C is unsharp masking. Unsharp masking is if you subtract these two, this is the image. And D is, what is D? D is result of unsharp masking only. But in this case, we did not add your k values. After, if you add k values, the image will be very high boosted and a high boosting filter, and it is very clear than somewhat first one. So in this, actually background is very dark, but in this case background is somewhat lightened, and then it is results of high boosting filtering. That means we are removing all noise and the image will be very clear and enhanced. Next, image sharpening based on first order derivatives. So for function f of x comma y, the gradient of previous one is Laplacian, this is gradient. This is another operation is previous one is Laplacian, this is gradient. For function f of x comma y, the gradient of f at coordinates x comma y is given as, this is normal your mathematical In mathematics of first year also we have defined gradient. So the gradient is denoted as del f, and it is given by gx, gy. Gx is x coordinate, gy is y coordinate of output. And gx is given by dou f by dou x. Gy is given by dou f by dou y. And the magnitude of vector delta f denoted by max of m of x comma y, that is gradient capital M of x comma y equals to magnitude of this delta f is given by square root of gx square plus gy square. So that means if you know x coordinate, calculate gx. If you know y coordinate, that is calculate gy, and after you determine the gx and gy, magnitude is easily calculated with the operation, that is square root of gx square plus gy square, and the magnitude of a vector is given by like this. Okay, so from this mask, for suppose it is my mask or filter Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4, Z5, Z6, Z7, Z8, Z9. This is a 3 by 3 mask having 9 filter coefficients. So in this case, what is my magnitude and what is my gradient? My gradient m of x comma y, or m of x comma y is given with modulus of gx plus modulus of gy. So how we are getting modulus of gx? Z8 minus Z5, Z8 minus Z5 plus modulus of Zx minus Z6 minus Z5, Z6 minus Z5. So these two remaining, and if you know Gx and Zy, calculate magnitude. And Roberts cross gradient operator. So another one is there, Robert cross. In this case, my assignment is capital M of x comma y equals to modulus of Z9 minus Z5 plus Z8 minus Z6. And another one is there, Sobel operators. So in Sobel operators, from this mask, Z7 plus 2 into Z8 plus Z9 minus Z1 plus 2 into Z2 plus Z3 plus another Z3 plus 2 into Z6 plus Z9 minus Z1 plus 2 into Z4, and with this Sobel equation we can form masks. So B2C. Or for suppose let us consider this is my 3 into 3 region of an image, a 3 by 3 region of image as intensity, and B2C, Roberts cross, D2E, Sobel operators, and all the mask coefficients are sum to 0 as expected of a derivative operators. So based on your expressions, this is gradient cross, Robert cross gradient and Sobel operators. The masks will be first two one are B to C, B and C, Roberts cross gradient, like this. If you use these two, the next one D and E, D and E, Sobel operators. Sobel operators means for one time horizontally all zeros and -1, -2, -1, 1 to 1, and second one vertically the center vertical line column is all zeros and remaining is -1, -2, -1. That means transpose. Transpose of your first one is, that is called as another Sobel operator. So that's based on your Roberts cross gradient operators and Sobel operators, the expressions, we can form the masks. So here, how many types of masks are there? First one is Roberts operator, Sobel operators. Robert, Sobel operator. So if you perform these two, or if you operate these two masks on the image, how the application will be happen, or how the sharpening. So here the first one is optical image. So this is my optical image, and second one is optical image of a constant contact lens. This is contact lens. If you observe the image on your specs, the image will be like this. But what is our requirement? I want to sharpen the image. Sharpen means the end points. There is a circle. So that is the only you have to sharpen. Remaining will be removed. Remaining will be entire is neglected. How it is possible? Use the operator, first one. What is B? Sobel gradient. If you use the Sobel gradient, the image will be very sharpened, like this. Okay. So Sobel operator, and another one is another combining spatial enhancement methods. Here I am using another one, uh, body scanning, image of a body scanning. This B is Laplacian of A. Actually, A is my X-ray of my one body, and it is somewhat not visible clearly internal parts. So here first blurring. So what is the use of Laplacian? For the purpose of blurring. After that, C. What is C? Sharpened by adding. So by adding these two, this is sharpened. And A and B. So what is D? The D is Sobel gradient of A. Sobel gradient of A. So now compare A and D now. A and D. So D is very clear than A. First there is my image, that is an X-ray of a body, human body, but it is not somewhat clarity. I want to sharpen the image, and for that use operate a Laplacian for the blurring normal purpose. And third one is sharpening by obtaining adding these two. But Sobel operators, if you operate a Sobel operator with scaling, the image will be like this. The fourth one is very clear than the first one. Just a minute. My system again stuck. Okay. So with this, image sharpening is also over. So once again, I want to revise the topics. So today's topics is image spatial filtering. Okay. So we have in spatial filtering. Spatial filtering, the basic concepts correlation, convolution, both are over. After that, there are two main concepts: smoothing and sharpening. In smoothing, we are using two types of filters: linear filter, non-linear filter. Linear filter, of course, non-linear filter, both are used for blurring the image and also removing the noise. So to blur the image, we use linear filters, non-linear filters. To remove the noise also, we use linear filters, non-linear filters. So first, linear filter. So the expression for linear filter is like this. This is called as weighted masks. Okay, using this expression, I am forming two mask values. So these two masks, what are the two mask values? My two mask values are weighted with average value. I am taking one 3x3 mask with 1/9. So 9 means all elements are equals to 1. Similarly, 1/16. So in this 1/16, my center pixel value is 4 and diagonals are 2 and remaining are 1. Okay. So if you want to change the values also, that is depends upon your requirement. We can change, but this denominator is changed. Depends upon your values changed. This sum is changed. That is called as sum. Okay. So there are two smoothing or averaging masks are there. If you operate these two or any one, then the images will be based on your pixel values, the coefficients will be changed. The blurring operation is also changed like this. Image A is original image, B, C, D, E, F. Like this, your images are blurred. And here another operation, blurring operation. Second one is removing of noise. How to remove the noise from your galaxy image, which is obtained from your Hubble Space Telescope. So in this there is a galaxy. In this galaxy there is some amount of noise is there that will be removed with the help of your linear filters. And for that, first blur the image. After that, operate the thresholding operation. So by performing the thresholding operation, there is only two values: black or white. These two are only we are available. Okay, and C is results of thresholding. So this is second application of your smoothing filters. So image blurring and also filtering. And another type of filtering is nonlinear filter or order statistic filters. So in this order statistics filter, the examples are three filter techniques: median filter, max filter, mean filter. In median filter, the name itself indicating in filtering technique, the center value of the the center or middle value of the filter is assigned to a particular pixel value, that is called as median filter. And similarly, name itself indicating max filter, the maximum value of the filter mask is assigned to particular pixel value, and minimum filter the same as. So however, in this order statistics or nonlinear filtering techniques, we are using or replacing the value of the center pixels with a particular pixel value or rank value. So here an example, using a median filter for removing the pepper and salt noise from your X-ray of a particular circuit board. So when you took the one image from circuit board with the normal camera, but there is a addition of or contaminated by salt and pepper noise, and that is removed by two different operations. One is normal linear mask. But in by use the normal linear mask, the noises will be some amount of noise only removed. But in the last case, the third case, that is we use median filter, 3x3 median filter. So if you use 3x3 median filter, the image will be very clear like this. Okay. Next one is sharpening. In the sharpening, we are using two types of filters: Laplacian operation and masking operation, and third one is gradient. Main is Laplacian, gradient. So Laplacian operator and unsharp masking and gradient. These three topics are we have to discuss in this sharpening of spatial filters. So for first one, I took one signal. So we have to form first derivative for a signal, f of x signal. But in image processing, we are using not a signal; it is an image and denoted by f of x comma y. And for this, my Laplacian is defined as del square f is given by dou square f by dou x square plus dou square f by dou y square. Here there are differentiation, double partial differentiation for f with respect to x, double differentiation for f with respect to y, and if you combine these two, you will get a gradient. Laplacian, that is called as Laplacian operator. And if you combine, the expression will be like this, and using this expression, we can form the first mask like this, the first mask, and it is extended with remaining values also 1. So that means -4 becomes doubles, -8, and remaining also 1. And also another changes in our quotients we can change, that is take the center value is 4 and remaining diagonal value is 0, and remaining left, right, and up and down coordinates are -1, and again extended to next one. So in the extension, 4 becomes 8, but remaining also changed as -1. So these are another formation of your mask, depends upon your requirement. So we have 4 mask values. So using these 4 mask values, we have the first, there is a we can operate the mask. Another one is Laplacian. How we are forming the Laplacian operation on the image is given by g of x comma y is given by f of x comma y plus c into your Laplacian operation. So in this case, this is input image, and add the Laplacian operation, then you will modify your image as g of x comma y. That's what we are mentioning. F of x comma y is input image, g of x comma y is sharpened image. But there is a constant value c, and it is different for first two and different for next two. So for first two masks, c equals to -1. That is like this. First two masks, c equals to -1. Next two masks, c equals to 1. And with this condition, I'm operating my first two masks on one image. My image is, what is my image? A blurred image. And after that, operating a normal Laplacian without constant, and after that operate a Laplacian with again constant, and after that I applied two masks, the first two masks, these two masks, that is -4, -8. Then the images will be like this: image D and image E. D and E, the images obtained after the filtering, that is Laplacian masks, are operated on the first image, that is blurred image. Okay. Next one is unsharp masking. What is unsharp masking? Simply in unsharp masking there is three steps. That is, there is one in original sharpened image, and in that sharpened image, first remove the smoothed blurred image. After that, add again mask to the original. So first blur the image. Already there is an image with the original or sharpened image, and blur that image and subtract the blurred image from the original. You will get another one, and add the remove that subtracted image to the your original mask. That is called as unsharp masking. Here I am showing the process mathematically. What is the mathematical process? Mathematical relation for unsharpening is just there is a mask and another mask is there, blurred image, blurred mask. F of x comma y is an image, and f dash of or f bar of x comma y is denotes a blurred image. And if you subtract these two, then you will get one mask, different mask, or output image with some different image. So that is added to with your original image, but another multiplication, that is k value. So this is indicating your weighted or how high boost. So unsharp masking, but with high boost. Unsharp masking and high boost. If you multiply the mask with k value, that is called as high boost. And here I am showing you one-dimensional unsharp masking like this, 4 values, and here I am showing two-dimensional. Two-dimensional is image. This is signal, this is image for high boost filtering. Okay, so how they observe how the changes happened in our first image to the last image. And next one is that is called as gradient. So the mathematical representation for gradient is given by gx, gy. Gx is output of x coordinate, gy is output of y coordinate of your image. So this is for image for the partial differentiation question for x coordinate with respect to, and this is also partial differentiation of f with respect to y. You will get gx and gy, and from this, after you got a gradient, you will calculate a magnitude like this: magnitude of square root of x gx square plus gy square. So that's what here, based on the gradient operations magnitude, we are forming one mask, that is, let us consider one mask Z1 to Z9 with 9 elements, and here I am forming one that is two types of operators: Roberts cross or gradient operators, Sobel operators. So Robert cross gradient operators are given by Z9 minus Z5. That means Z9 pixel coefficient value minus Z5 pixel coefficient value plus Z8 minus Z6. Similarly, Sobel operators are assigning as approximately Z7 plus 2 into Z8 plus Z9 and minus like this: Z1 plus 2 into Z2 plus Z3 and remaining 2 pixel values. So with this, in Robert operators there are 4 coefficients only, but in the case of Sobel operators there are 3 into 3. So due to this, expressions will be like this. So quotient 1, quotient 2, quotient 3, quotient 2, like this. But here how many quotients? 1, 2, 3, 4. Remaining are 0. So with respect to these expressions, we can form or we can arrange a matrix or a mask. So this is called 2 by 2 masks, and this is also 3 by 3 mask. But these are the two different Roberts operators, and these are two different Sobel operators. So now we have to observe what happens for Sobel operators. So this is for Sobel operator application, that is sharpening a circle of an optical image like this. Similarly, if you operate Sobel, so this is application of first one, that is Sobel operators for performing the sharpening operation, and this is also another Sobel gradient operators. So to observe the X-ray of your human body, or to highlighting. What is the meaning of here highlighting? Highlighting of your entire body. So when compared with first one, the last one is very clear and nothing but enhanced. So this is today's topic, and with this I am concluding today's topic. So today we have discussed spatial filtering. In that spatial filtering, image smoothing and image sharpening. Smoothing filter techniques, sharpening filter techniques. In smoothing, linear filters and non-linear filters. In sharpening, Laplace gradient. This is the basic difference. In smoothing, linear, non-linear filters. In sharpening, Laplace gradient. Laplace gradient or sharpening. Linear filter, non-linear filters are for smoothing. Sharpening, smoothing. So all of you just go through the while go through the textbook, observe what are the masks and what are the what is the sharpening and what is smoothing. Just okay na? And for the in smoothing we are using blurring and removing of noise. Same in sharpening also, we have to sharpen the image with the help of two types of operators, Laplace operation and gradient operation. So this is the today's topic, and with this I am concluding. Okay. Any doubts? Hello? Anyone respond? Am I audible or not? Hello? Hello? Am I on respond now, please? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone doubt? I will share this document. So with this today's half part is over. I will send this through WhatsApp. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for everyone. Thank you for participating in class. Thank you. And I'm leaving.